Hey guys, it's Beata. Now, if you have a middle schooler in your life who will be applying to US or UK universities, and you're looking to support them and ensure that they're going to be in the best possible position to make that leap and gain admission into a top university, here are my 2 tips for supporting them. Now, the first is to help them work on their articulation, so both written and oral. We want to ensure that they have reflected on who they are and that they're being prompted periodically to introduce themselves and also to explore parts of their identity and explain perhaps why they like, what their passions are, and how their kind of interests are shaping who they're becoming. What this is going to do is ensure that by the time they get to the application process, they already know themselves pretty well and they're not scrambling to both understand who they are and what that means, and then also try and communicate that to colleges. Okay, now my second is to make sure that your student has kind of started figuring out their angle and can develop that angle as they get into high school. So if there's someone who really cares about some aspect of science or math, or if there's someone who really is focused on volunteering in the hospital, or is an expert soccer player, whatever that might be that kind of sets them apart from their classmates, you want to make sure that they're actually quite passionate about it and also fully supported so that they can hone that skill to the best of their ability, or dedicate the time and energy that they need in order to make sure that that's going to really be a demonstrated interest by the time they're applying to college. Now, what you really don't want to do is try and either push your child into a certain activity or allow them to force themselves to continue doing something that they're very obviously not passionate about, if you think there's a chance that they could quit. Because if they're putting a lot of their time towards that activity and then they quit, say, halfway through high school, you've kind of lost that demonstrated interest because you're going to have to choose something new to talk about, and it's going to be harder to build a narrative that shows that they're dedicated to what they do and quite interested in their particular topic that they've decided to emphasize on the college application. I hope that serves as some food for thought.